Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 5th episode, I believe, of Timberborn. I believe the 5th. Yes, it's the 5th, because I'm second guessing myself. It is the 5th episode. And last time, we finally got the good old potatoes in and started planting gears. We also built some more housing to partially solve our job crisis. There is still some buildings paused, as you can see. That the reason why it says that we don't have any vacancies is because I'm not asking for beavers to work in places. In some of the places. So we're going to try to solve that here today, with the addition of these two other houses that did not yet get built in the last episode. I'm going to just go on normal speed. I realize we have some problems in our crop field right here, so we are going to go ahead. First, we're going to demolish that. And over here, there's a missing potato. One thing that I think would also be a good idea is to start thinking about needing metal. There is multiple of these big metal structures, like this one up here, two up in that direction, many over there. They're kind of all over. As well as these mines that you do need metal to build mines. No, you don't. That's only for the iron teeth. I think that's only for the iron teeth. We may get to using metal. We may not. We'll see how things go. So I'm going to put it on maximum speed. And I think one thing that we're quickly going to sit here and do is just wait for all those things to get built. So I'll quickly mute my microphone and let that all happen. Okay, we are going to end that time lapse right there. I see some things got built. Also was waiting for this one to get built. I kind of just got tired of the silence, so I'm like, and also there's some things I wanted to talk about. So I'm like, I'll talk about it while things are getting built. Let me think about what to say. Okay, so I've been planning on making shorts for a little while now. The first one should come out soon, and well, maybe not soon, but the first one I'm going to try. I was trying to figure out what was happening. I was trying to autosave. I'm going to try to figure that out soon, so I can make that first short. It's more going to be like an introduction to something that just kind of catch people's eyes and hopefully get them to watch some of my Timberborn videos. It'll mostly be like a trailer type thing. Second of all, I want to thank Terra Bow again. The editing in the last video was better than I ever thought that my videos would have early on, this early on. And yeah, it's amazing. That's almost unbuilt. It is built. Perfect time to come out of time-lapse, I guess, if that got built. And how's everyone doing on there? Okay, so we now have gears. And house is built. And almost all of these medical beds built. I don't think we have anything else planned to be built. We do not. So I think it's time to go after metal. And I have decided that I'm going to try to go in up there because that'll eventually get me close to a bad water source. And that'll be nice. Something that I should also do is I have to remember what explosives cost real quick. It's in landscaping. The explosive factory, 5 bad water. Okay. We need metal so we can get bad water so that we can put in a bad tide prevention system up here. That's, I think, what I'm going to be working on for like the next few episodes is, or even maybe the next couple episodes is trying to get a bad water prevention system in, because the bad tide will eventually show up. It won't just be droughts, and we will have to worry about that. So it's better to get the system in place to prevent that. To divert the water. It's better to get that in earlier than later. Why is that going to have to be? So we are going to be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 water sources. So I'm going to want to make this thing at least 7 blocks wide. Or, actually, maybe 4 blocks wide, 2 deep. That may be something I do. Thinking about how to run it into blow it up a little bit more deeper for like a square or something. Flows in. I don't know. I may just do a big 7 wide channel. That'd actually help with like power generation during bad tides. If I build a district up there, or I extend this district up there. Yes. Oh yes, time lapses, but also really fast beavers. It's less stuff to speed it up. I think I don't know much about editing. That's why Terra Bow does it. That's like one reason why Terra Bow does it. He offered and I accepted. This slope, wonderful. So we have to plan a way to get scavengers up here. Place like 2 flags and start trying to work our way back. Now, I enjoy the look of suspension bridges, but what's going to be more resource efficient? Well, a suspension bridge or 3 platforms. Like, it would either take 12 planks, 12 logs, or platforms. I think we're just going to go with platforms. It costs more planks, but it costs no logs. Also, we can later build things on top of it if we need to. Alright, so I did not know that paths had a limiter because I have not been making long paths lately. Now we have these trees in the way. So we're going to get those demolished. Oh, yeah, they already got the platform in place. Then we go ahead. As that beaver destroys the paths, we place them. Once the beaver destroys the trees, we place the paths. And we're going to try to make it so Oh wait, yeah. And now the path is just a straight one to build the platforms to get across the Badwater River. Where does that flow? Into here. Wonderful. I accidentally paused it. Paused the time. So I'm thinking all about like later in the game things. Like one thing to do later in the game is later in this run is to seal up. I think there's only 2 bad water sources. Let's see if I can confirm that by just going down to like the bottom layer. The second bottom layer. Look. We got one right there. One right there. That's the only one that I am seeing. Those are only 2. Cool. Good to know where those are, because I want to put a rig on at least one of them. Maybe both of them. But at the very least, I want to seal them up. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll put a rig on one of them, and I will seal the other, and I will harness it for power generation, because that's something we're going to want. A drought approaching in 3 days. It's usually the amount of warning that they always give us is 3 days, which is plenty. This needs to be built, but I'm going to keep on talking because there's one. I think there's one other thing I want to talk about, which is I'm just going to talk about things because while I'm waiting for things to be built, and it's not going to be like a long time because I know my viewers are kind of fast, and like 6 total planks, 2 more planks, and then build these 2. Cool. So the other thing I'll talk about, at 50 subscribers, I'm going to try to do my first live stream. 50 subscribers, because that's like, with how I'm only posting long form content, that's a decently far enough goal away that I will have time to actually figure out how to use OBS Studio, which is not what I'm using to record this. I'm using Microsoft Clipchamp because whenever I was using OBS was being even more laggy than when I play back the one from Clipchamp. If anyone knows how to make it so that I can set up OBS to be less laggy during games, or even if I need to have specific settings for specific games, please either reach out to me on my Discord or even in the comment section of this video or any other video. I would greatly appreciate your help. Back to talking about livestream, which I will do as I get the things in place for the sorry, give me a second. I'm checking horsepower demand because I need to add more water wheels. As I build, actually, I'm just gonna talk about without building it because I'm gonna let things. I'm like my beavers get scrap metal. So, live stream, yes. At 50 subscribers, I'm going to try to do a Roblox live stream where you can add me on Roblox and we can play games together. I'm going to try to get a. So there's this one game that we are playing first. I forget its current name, but it's like you sit around a table and it's a card game. And it's a card game pretty much. I think it's like Hitman something or another. I played it with another streamer and it was really fun. I didn't record it. That was just a stream that I was watching it that day. But yeah, I'm gonna play that game, and if I can get a private server for free or for a reasonable amount, I will. But otherwise, we'll just play on a public server, which is fine. Which is totally fine with me. Just if I can get a private server, I would like to, because that way it's just my viewers and me playing on the server. because I think that'll be fun. But I'll do public servers if I find it to be too much Robux to get a private server. Yeah, the game that I want to play with you all is only the first one we're gonna play. I will be taking requests and playing those requests on stream too. I may even have some of my friends join me. So my friends even may choose to join. And, may even get to hear their voices. But yeah, I think that will be fun. We have 10 beavers who don't have jobs. Let's give them jobs. We're gonna get a whole bunch of people working in the efficient farmhouse. Get more than one beaver working, in the district center. Let's see. We have a whole bunch of oaks over here that I worry no, they're marked for cutting. I think it's just because our log storage is so full. One thing that we should probably do, I realize, is these two have already filled up the scrap metal storage, so we're going to tell them build. So we can't tell the beavers who are building it, but we're going to tell our builder beavers to go ahead, build them a large pile to empty the scrap metal into. We're going to leave one over there for storage over there, and we're also going to try to think if there's actually a good place to put this in the industrial district. Actually, I may try to work on the industrial district, but across the river, so that is, I think it'll be a better place, because over here we have kind of crops, and I kind of want to push them a little bit back from like the river, or even on like the river edge. Power wheels, not water wheels. I want the water wheels, not the power wheels. Okay. We're gonna get like 2 of them planned in there, and I know that my beavers cannot reach them yet. Working on that. Platforms all through here. Also gonna connect to this side. Platforms through here. And then we're going to get them building that power. That way we can go across the river and start building things across the river, specifically in an industrial district, and maybe some more crops, though I think I'll put like probably crops downstream over here, and I'll build an industrial district up here because it's a little bit less of greenery, and then I can go back here. We got this like other river we can build things on. That'll be nice. Look at this because I barely see that. I think it's like barely diluted. The bad word barely gets diluted. But yes, those things being built. I'm checking the time of my recording. 20 minutes flies by fast, but I know it's not 20 minutes because I did sit because there was a time lapse in there, or even a time lapse, or maybe even like a. I don't know. I'll leave it up to my editor whether he just wants. Depending on how I came back and how I left. Time lapse. I was debating whether or not to ask my editor to just do like a cut and just skip ahead, but no, I'll do time lapse so you can see things be built. I think I'm gonna go until my recording says like I think I'm gonna think about. I don't know. Never mind. Things for me to worry about, not for you to worry about. It's just one to end this recording because I do have to go eat. Because I do have to go eat a meal soon. But I'll finish this up before then. Good job, beavers. Your names are Oxenis and Gajudias because no one else has requested any names for the beavers. though we are going to pick one beaver as the chosen one. You, Jezamalu, you are the chosen one to be named. I was about to name, yeah, the Dirt Man, because I'm getting tired of my normal name Beavers, and he's in town, so you have to keep a little dirt under your pillow for him. Don't ask. I just want to name one of the beavers. So we're naming Meme. Man, I don't know if it's what a meme is. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you call it. But we got good water supply once you get across the river, which actually we already are across the river. Routing a path across the river. Yeah, now, aren't beavers actually gonna go around to build it? No, because I think they're currently trying to work on that water wheel. Yeah, bringing the 50 logs in needed to build a water wheel. I think we are going to go ahead and, because there's enough room to build another water wheel in there, so we're going to go ahead and use a power shaft to connect the industrial district to the other side. Now we also want a smelter. So we're going to add, that's a little bigger, so I put a platform right there to put the smelter on, which then connects into the water wheels. Which, how much does it need? It needs 200 horsepower. The whole system's going to need 370, and we are producing over 370 on normally, so we will be good for power. Now, just to make sure that things get we're gonna set some priorities, because that's lower. I don't want the smelter to get built before this, because then we won't be able to build it, because it will be out of range. Maybe. I don't know if beavers can actually reach across there. I know they can reach infinitely down, because I've been building because I've been using 2 ways in one of my other worlds, and it's just it goes straight down because I'm using underground tunnel systems, and the beavers built it. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me, because I can't tell you. I think that these beavers have reached infinity. There's probably people who will understand that as if you know Magic the Gathering or any other game. Well, Reach Magic the Gathering doesn't have any actual number associated to it, but if other games we have a reach attribute, you'll understand. So we're going to quickly I think that I did not expect to get metal in, but we pretty much almost have metal in, so yeah, we're gonna wait for that to build and then end the video. I'm gonna mute my microphone again so there can be another time lapse, because I think I'm gonna do a lot more because I'm running out of things to talk about. After sitting here for a little while, I realized that we don't have enough planks to... We aren't producing planks enough to actually be able to even do like a time lapse in I think a reasonable amount of time for this video. So we have one beaver who doesn't know what to do. So we're going to go ahead and assign that beaver a job, and then wait. That's like almost the jobbing crisis done. And to those who understand, we have the perfect amount of workers. I think Terra Bow is going to appreciate this a lot. Inside jokes. The district name, if anyone wants to know. Dang it! It was perfect. It was perfect. Till someone died of old age. With no one growing up to be able to work. Sad. Anyways, I think I'm going to end it right here. Thank you for either joining us on this journey or coming back for another Timberborn video. Anyway, we started getting metal in, and that's amazing. Next episode we'll finish metal up and think about getting bad water too, because once we have all these once we get these resources, then we can expand the colony a lot more, because we have the resources to do it. Anyways, I think that's where we're going to end it. Again, thank you for watching. I know I've already said that. A Roblox stream once we get to 50 subscribers, and okay, now this is where I'm gonna end it. Yes.